Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Zubats in its center. And for Denver, Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then there's Murray. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the small forward. Now here's Murray. A three ball. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. George passes to Jackson. No good on the triple. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Here's George. Outside Jackson. Passes to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. The 10-footer. And that one goes long.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
And the rejection by Zubats. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard, no luck.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Back to Jokic. Feeds to Gordon. Denver passing it around. Leonard against Porter. Murray right side. Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Jackson's got the ball. George passes to Zubats. That one goes. Count it. Zubats has got the game going here with the first basket for the Clippers. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Murray on the wing. Gordon. Murray against Jackson. And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Outside, George. He kicks to Jackson. And the three off target.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line for 2.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. George passes to Leonard. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's Jokic following the basket by Marcus Morris. Misses from short range. 1:33 left here in the first quarter. Here's George. He can't get it to go. Now Denver takes it the other way. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. High post shot. They grabbed their own miss.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Now here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He had a nice open look right there.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Murray kicks to Barton. 16 feet away. It's hauled in by Zubats.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Here's Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Murray right side. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 5.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
On the wing, Morris. 18 feet out. Again, Los Angeles.
This is where Morris can kill you. He's pretty much claimed that in-between game.
In the corner, Murray with it. Looking to end the run. Buries it down low.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, we've got Patrick Beverley, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum, and it's Ibaka, and it's Kennard in at the shooting guard. Now, here's Jokic. Following the miss by Michael Porter. Over Beverley, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Most game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he makes the first.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here's Kennard. There's the triple. Bangs home the trifecta.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively.
Morris with the ball. Fires from deep. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Clippers leading by 6. Down low. Ibaka finds Batum. Here's Cousins. Back to Ibaka. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
This is what Cousins gives you. Good recognition. The ability to make plays for his teammates.
Morris passes to Jokic. Back to Morris. Here's Jokic. Morris with the bucket.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
And so Beverley will bring it up for Los Angeles. 6-point lead. There's the pass to Kennard. Ibaka looking for an opening. Cousins inside, guarded by McGee. Cousins, no good. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Jokic. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Beverly against Morris. Pass to Ibaka. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. And it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 6. Millsap with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. McGee the pass to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 1:43 left now here in the second. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. Good work there as it goes.
You see the strength Ibaka's added over the years, that time converting through contact, going to the line.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Holes checked in.
Serge Ibaka has gone through a lot of roles since he's entered the league. Now pretty much a shot-blocking stretch 4.
Now, here's Bull. To the wing right side. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here is Ibaka. 5 points in the game. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Picked him clean. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Ibaka, no luck. The Nuggets trail by 5. Morris passes to McGee. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Pass to Kennard. From past the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Millsap kicks to Morris. Fires for 3. But they get it back. Out to the right wing. Outside Millsap. Lets it go from deep. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Good work defensively by Morris. So that'll be it for the first. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to. That's all for now.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
We've got Paul Millsap. JaVale McGee is out there with Bull. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Dozier. He dishes it to Morris. For the tie. Kept alive. Tries again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, Bull with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. It's a 1-point game.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Lob pass to Gordon. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's George, and he converts the layup.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Barton outside. Inside. Left side, Gordon. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Now here's Porter. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And another miss by Denver.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Leonard against Porter. Leonard the pass to George. That 3 off the mark.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Barton kicks to Porter. The pass to Jokic. Poked loose. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Denver. Murray against Jackson. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket for Murray.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Outside Leonard. Now the dish to Morris. And foul on the shot. So yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here is Porter. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by George, and Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Clippers leading by 6. Outside Jackson. And they double up Jackson. Back to George. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Jackson finds George. And the wing jumper offline. For Denver, they've gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Barton, no luck. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the 2nd half. Left side, George. Pass to Zubats. Kicks it out to Leonard. And here is Zubats. And yes, it's good.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Passes it to Jokic. Barton outside. There's Porter with the three. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. George dishes to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Stolen by Gordon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on George.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And that's an intentional foul. It's his first trip to the line.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
A consummate team player. Paul George is an excellent leader, and he's cool to let others lead also.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Here's Bull. No good off the back of the rim. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers lead by 8. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Ibaka. Batuma's out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Denver calls timeout.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He said he just wants them to play faster. It feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
The Clippers keep it alive.
DeMarcus is an enforcer on the offensive end. He has all the tools to dominate night in and night out.
Now, here is Morris. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And it's McGee with the jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Beverly to the wing on the left. Ibaka outside. And here's George for 3. That doesn't go either for George.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Outside, Batum. Beverly against Morris. Floats it up for Cousins. And stolen by Bull. One-on-one fast break. Excellent D there from George. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. McGee with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Dozier passes to Bull. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's Beverly. And there's the pass to Cousins. Down low and stolen by Bull. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Dozier passes to McGee, kicks it to Bowl. Outside Millsap. Misses the three. Clippers leading by 4. Batum wide open, he fires. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Bowl.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bowl there with a big basket.
Outside, George. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Hits it from three-point range. George has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Morris looking over the floor. Dozier. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And Cousins kicks to Beverly. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. Back to Beverly. Dishes to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Drills the three-pointer. And now an 8-point Clipper lead.
And we talk about George's confidence. When you have that kind of range, you should be confident.
Morris outside. There's the lob to the hoop. .55 seconds left in the game. Beverly the pass to George. George double teamed. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Offline with his 3. Now the Clippers with it. 6-point lead. Pass to Beverly. McGee against Cousins. Outside, George. 6 to shoot. Batum for 3. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Millsap's running. Here's Dozier. Trifecta!
And you see the vision from Paul Millsap. That's another area that he provides for his team.
No good. So it's the Clippers taking the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The lights of downtown. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Gordon. Bill Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the 5, home in the paint. And for the Trailblazers, Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Powell in at the 2. Now here's Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
The ability to hit mid-range shots makes Gordon that much more dangerous. Talk about versatility.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Elbow shot is on the way. Good.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
Jokic with the bucket.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Now here's Powell. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Powell. Lillard surveying the D.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And he gets it back. Gordon finds Barton. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Powell with it. To the middle. Here's Lillard. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Love seeing Lillard work it in close. I mean, he has the skills to convert at a high rate.
Murray against Lillard. Jokic kicks to Porter. Denver passing it around. Jokic inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. And it's Jokic missing.
And Yusuf Nurkic missing a whole calendar year not too long ago. Was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, bro. Hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Here's Powell. Denver getting their last shot to go. The pass to Nurkic. Barton against Powell. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive board.
Passes it to Jokic. Porter kicks to Barton. Inside. It's tipped. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Covington passes to Jones. From outside the arc, Denver grabs the miss. An even 3-on-3 break. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Murray.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete, Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Lillard dishes to Powell. Back to Lillard. Up and in on the layup. Lillard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Murray. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Jones with the stuff.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
40 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Murray kicks to Jokic. Murray against Nurkic. 4 on the clock. Jokic with the bucket.
plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Now here's Lillard. Covington finds Lillard. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Barton outside. Outside Porter over Jones. Good D by Jones. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nuggets. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the...
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Bull. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the two-guard position. Here's Morris following the basket by C.J. McCollum. McGee the pass to Morris. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And you see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it. Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
Now here's McCollum. Another shot. Cantor controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Cantor's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
And they're pushing it up. Here's Simons. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking abilities, but he ties it up.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Up top, Morris. He's guarded by Collins. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now here's McCollum. For three. Paul Millsap with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 3. Floats one. Bull. Rebounded by Anthony. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. And a wide open look for McCollum. Nailed from three-point land. McCollum's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's McGee. Lays it up off the glass. McGee's got his second basket. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Now Cantor, following the miss by Bol from deep. McGee with it. He's picked up by Collins. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Simons. Pass to Canner. McCollum outside. From deep. Paul Millsap with the rebound. The Nuggets trail. Morris into the lane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Denver. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Denver. 23 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Portland again missing. Nuggets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. It's stolen by Jones. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. On up the court. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
6 seconds left to play here in the half. So a tie game here as we finish the first. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a rope. And that should do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The Trailblazers shooting here about 46% for the game. They've got Derek Jones. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lillard in a point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Murray against Lillard. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Murray against Lillard. Pass to Portland for the lead. Doesn't go that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Gordon's running. And the pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Nurkic with the block.
This is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
Great positioning on the putback. Porter's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Now, here's Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Lillard from outside. Harden with the rebound.
It might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. Just need to calm down, play their game.
And let's be honest, Murray has never seen a shot he didn't like, especially these mid-range jumpers.
Here's Lillard following the score by Jamal Murray. Here's Covington, and the layup's good off the glass. Covington's got his first 2 points.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Lob pass to Gordon. And that one's good. Barton's got 5.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Outside, Covington. Lillard finds Covington. Back to Lillard. Over Murray. Lillard, the pass to Covington. No good. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And now Portland on the break. High post try. Covington's shot is off. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Jones against Barton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Now here's Barton. He's got 7. Here's Collins. Count the basket. Collins has got his second bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Passes to Porter. Back to Murray. From deep three-point range. Denver the rebound. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. .44 seconds left to play in the third. Gordon deciding where to go with it. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Porter. And the layup falls.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Here's McCollum. He has 7. Pass to Simons. Inside. Here's Cantor. He gets that one.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Denver's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Murray outside. Barton outside. Pulls it up. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. Third quarter comes to a close and a battle brings... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Will Barton. Michael Porter's out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point guard. Now McCollum following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. To take the lead. And the layup good by Collins. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Showing some mobility. You got to clog up these lanes, or Collins will make you pay.
And here is Murray. On the wing, Porter. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And it comes off the front of the rim. Here's Murray. Barton trying to get open. And McCollum with the block. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. A nice shot by Simons.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Denver calls timeout. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Now, here's Lillard. 6 on the shot clock.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense, it's not been there for him.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And here are the Trailblazers now. The Nuggets hitting the bucket. Back to Lillard. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Bull. Lillard comes with the double team. Millsap has the open look. No good on the triple. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Powell, no one around him. No good from outside. The Nuggets trail by 4. Millsap with it. Jones covering. Millsap down low. Working on Jones. And a missed layup. Powell finds Nurkic. Outside, Jones. Dishes it to Lillard. From deep. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's Dozier. Morris dishes the Bull. Millsap passes to McGee. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
With height and heart, Kevin, McGee can do damage around him.
And here's Lillard, who brings it up for the Trailblazers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And Lillard gets double teamed. Kicks it out to Jones. Lillard outside. And that one drops.
Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
Denver calls timeout. They're down by 4. 1:04 left here in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Now here's Murray. Beyond the arc. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Barton outside. Jokic passes to Porter. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the foul on Will Barton. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And so here's Portland. They lead by 4. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
What I love about Lillard now, I mean, the excellence. He's so consistent. That's how you do it. You come out, you bust your butt, and you compete at a high level every night. Those free throws helping him to make the lead even safer.
Here's Murray. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
no choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
Murray for 3. The shot comes out. And so it's Portland winning this one. It was David. Thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. What a story. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Lillard in at the point. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubats in at center. Jackson finds Morris. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 3. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here from the wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Lillard surveying the D. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Nurkic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
Leonard kicks to Zubats. Outside, George. Outside, Leonard. Back to George. Shoots over Powell, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And it's Jones with the ball for Portland. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Powell finds Nurkic. Outside, Covington. Back to Nurkic. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Now here's Beverly, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Clippers now. Looking for the first basket of the game, and the dunk by Zubats.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverly. Wow.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Powell, that's good.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Outside Leonard. That one goes in.
But Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. The shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Leonard attacking, and it's all evened up.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard outside. Uncovered. Morris with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Shot from the wing. Kicks it out to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. No problems knocking that one down.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
And here's Beverly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. George passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Nurkic. He kicks it to Jones. Lillard with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Outside Leonard. A three from Morris. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Enes Kanter. Anthony is out there with Collins. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. McCollum outside. From past the arc. And the 3 ball is good. McCollum's got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense. The ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Jackson passes to Kennard. To Ibaka. Now the pass to Batum. Traps in the tray. Batum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. Kicks it out to McCollum. Takes the 3. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Portland with a new 14. Here's Simons. Off target from 3-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Cousins. Back to Kennard. Here's Cousins. No points in the game yet for him. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The putback, and Kanter able to finish. Kanter's got his first points in this one.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Out to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Pass to Simons. McCollum outside. Pass to Simons. Kanter with it. Outside Collins. Fires the three. The putback. It's good on the putback. And it's an 8-point Portland lead.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. And the Clippers miss again. The Trailblazers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
Boy, I love seeing Kanter distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
1:12 left to play in the first half. Stolen by McCollum. Launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Batum finds Ibaka. That one drops for him.
Well, a little bit of assertiveness from the native of Congo. Serge Ibaka has the green light.
They double team McCollum. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. And now the Clippers on the break. Batum's running, and Batum throws it down.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Pass to Simons. McCollum against Jackson. From the arc. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Here's Kennard. Good. Nice job down low. Now just a 4-point Trailblazer lead. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And
if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2 spot. And Jones sends it back. And they get it back. Morris, no good.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Powell, the pass to Jones. Lillard against Beverley. Lillard dishes to Jones. Just 4 to shoot. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. Nurkic. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Knocked loose. Outside Leonard. The pass to Beverley. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Zubac kicks to Beverley. Count that one. Beverly's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lillard finds Powell. Back to Lillard. Shoots from the elbow, and the shot goes down. Lillard's got 10 points.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
George passes to Zubac. Here's the three. The shot by George, no good.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Jones kicks to Nurkic. Powell against George. Now Nurkic. Jones, that's for 2. And he overshot that one, missing. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Leonard attacking, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out.
And Lillard kicks to Covington. Back to Lillard. From 13 feet, it goes down. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
George against Powell. Here's Leonard. Takes it off the glass. He's got 8.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Lillard dishes to Jones. Back to Lillard. To the middle. Kicks it out to Jones. Feeds it to Nurkic. Shoots over Zubac. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Jones. And the Trailblazers lead by 7. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. Outside, George. Off target from outside. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
The shot by Powell, no good. Clippers trail by 7. The shot by George, wide open. And again, no good by the Clippers.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
Lillard misses.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Leonard the pass to Morris. Zubac kicks to Beverly. Outside for George. From deep three-point range, Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Lillard dishes to Powell. Three-pointer. Can't connect.
One of the best defensive players in the entire league, Kawhi Leonard, so hard to...
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 7. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, we've got C.J. McCollum. Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony, and it's Simons in at the point guard position.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shoots the 3. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Clippers trail by 7. And a deep 3 from George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Clippers. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Back to McCollum. This one for 3. Connects from three-point range. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots, but they recover it. Cousins, the pass to Rondo. He dishes it to Ibaka. Wide open shot is on the money.
Well, Serge Ibaka added this aspect to the game. Came in as a shot blocker, but worked so hard to become an offensive threat.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. McCollum, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Batum wide open. He fires. They get it again.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Kennard against McCollum. Dish now to Collins. Back to McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
Pass to Kennard. Lets it fly. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. And Ibaka is right there.
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
And right now, neither side can get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty of material for the film room.
Now here's Anthony. Off the left rim and out. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Rondo. No good. That would have tied it. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. McCollum against Kennard. And staying with the play, Anthony.
There's not a doubt in the building who they were going to look for the score, and that's Carmelo Anthony delivering again.
This is it to Kennard. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
How about the experience that Ibaka brings? He's able to be comfortable in any situation.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Marcus Morris is checked in for Cousins. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's George in for Rajon Rondo. And then for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Collins. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. 1:10 left to play here in the fourth. And George, here we go. And he banks in the layup. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Lillard outside. From outside the arc. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Back to George to tie it up. Tries to keep it alive. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Covington's checked in. Here's Leonard. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland, just the latest star from the town.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Outside Leonard. Down low. Nurkic with the steal. Three-pointer, Lillard, offline.
Wow, Patrick Beverly just so willing.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it. coming up next. Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Porter is out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Murray, and it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Ibaka in at the 5. Now here's Leonard. And George kicks to Ibaka. Bounce pass from Morris. Here's Leonard. Nice D from Porter.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And the jam by Leonard.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
And Murray. Here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Morris. In the corner, George with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
And that kind of awareness from George is really exceptional, catching the defense flat-footed by rising up immediately on the catch.
And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
To the paint, Jokic with the steal. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, you got to be on guard when Jokic is in the area now. He's adept at reading defenses and going after steals.
Gordon against Leonard. There's the pass to George. Stolen by Gordon, and now the Nuggets. Fast break. And a wide open look for Porter. The three-pointer, no good. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The shot by George, wide open. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Jokic, he can't get that one, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Jackson against Murray. George passes to Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And not the most flamboyant dunker, but Ibaka goes to the rack with rude intentions nonetheless.
Now here's Murray. The rebound by Ibaka. Barton against George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Leonard attacking. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off target with his 3. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. All alone. And Ibaka slams it in.
Boy, we've talked about, George is athletic. He's long, and he's got really long arms, which helps him as a defender. And that allows him to clog up passing lanes and come up with steals, too.
Now here's Murray. Banked in off the glass. Murray's got 6. 1:24 left in the first. Jackson with it. George looking over the floor. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, I like the athleticism of Murray, just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Leonard dishes to Ibaka. Kicks it out to Leonard. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Murray. 8 points for him. Passes to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Here's Jokic. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's Batum. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we caught it before.
Selfless. I mean, you need to
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Denver, Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at the point.
Just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Millsap comes in for Aaron Gordon. Rivers, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Beverly finds Kennard. Over Rivers, stolen by McGee. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Here's Porter. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Nuggets?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Clock at 6. Kennard against Rivers. Kennard's shot is off. Denver leading by 7. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body. Hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And it goes down 2 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Clippers trail by 7. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Zubac, the pass to Beverly. Here's Mann. Deflects the pass. Pushing it up. Here's Dozier. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, doing a little bit of everything. Millsap, terrific at moving the ball, sensing when a teammate has a good look. It doesn't stick with him.
Pass to Zubac. Right side, Batum. On the clock. Shots good by Kennard.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
Morris outside. Dishes it to McGee. Now the feed to Millsap. Double team on Millsap. He kicks it to Morris. Floats it up for Millsap. We've got 1:28 left here in the second. Batum passes to Mann. They get it back. Back to Batum. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Kennard. Denver grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Dozier kicks to Morris. No good with the triple. Clippers trail by 6. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. 59 seconds left now here in the second. George with the bucket.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Just to Millsap. Oh, Morris in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Feeds to Morris. Millsap with the steal. It's 9 seconds. Oh, what a finish!
My goodness. I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
Outside Leonard. Inside Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And a close game so far through the first. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. Jamal Murray had a huge first quarter. He had 11 points. Well, what can you say?
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got Ibaka. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson, and it's George in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Outside Leonard. Kicks to Morris. Trying to get open as Ibaka.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
Here's Murray. 13 points in the game. The pass to Jokic. Stolen by Jackson. For the finish, and he could not get that one to go. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Bucket is good. Leonard's got 6.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Wide open look here for Murray. Offensive rebound.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Steps back and fires. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Albert still looking for his first bucket in this one. Paul George with the steal. And the shot goes in. And now just a 4-point Nugget lead.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from 3-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Here's Murray. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
On the wing, George. Martin defending. Outside Jackson. Outside Leonard. He feeds it to Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Murray outside. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Shot clock at 5. Kennard for 3. Platoon. And the shot is long.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Rivers passes to Dozier. And a miss there on the triple. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Denver calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Outside Millsap. One-on-one here. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Beverly.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Morris looking over the floor. At the top of the key, Millsap. It's Rivers on the wing. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. The Clippers shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Monte Morris, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Dozier in at the small forward. Passes it to Mann. Rivers against Kennard. To take the lead. It's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Millsap's showing you some speed. They're turning the Jets on. Far from just a bruising physical forward. His speed in transition impressive.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Zubac kicks to Kennard. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Here's man. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Dozier kicks to Rivers. From outside, off the mark. LA has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's man. Here's Batum. Zubac trying to break loose. Batum, good. Batum's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Clippers leading by 4. And Leonard gets it to go.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Denver calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout, he is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end, stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around. See if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Outside, Porter. Pass to Jokic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, it's evident that Jokic is comfortable operating close to the rim. He's outstanding with his shot selection.
Beverly, the pass to George. Leonard on the wing, from deep. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Lob pass to Gordon. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Fantastic execution in a tight spot. Gordon capitalizing in the big moment for his team.
Outside, George. Outside, Leonard. Back to George. No good on the 3. The Nuggets trail by 5. Murray finds Porter. Outside for Murray. Again, the Nuggets score.
Hey, you can't just have skill and confidence to make big shots. You got to have a big ticker, too.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard.
And, guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
Murray outside. To the inside. Fires at the elbow. The shot that time not on target. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And there it is for them.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Murray dishes to Porter. Lets it go with a 3. Gordon kicks to Murray. The rebound by Ibaka. A 3 from Leonard. That shot misses. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with...
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for David.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
From Ohio City. Welcome to 2K Sports. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Jones, Damian Lillard out there with Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Covington in at the power forward position. And for the Nuggets, we've got Aaron Gordon. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Barton. Pass to Murray. There's the 3. Feeds it to Gordon. Here's Porter. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
And Porter with good focus just to find some room in the mid-range.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Pass to Jones. He dishes it to Lillard. Up top, Covington. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Jokic finds Porter. Back to Jokic. Covington with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Pass to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Fires, high post. Nurkic, no good that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Back to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Jamal Murray continuing to play with a fearlessness.
Gordon against Lillard. Back to Powell. Three-pointer. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Porter against Jones. Porter, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Basket, good.
The ability to stop there and pull up from any distance, that's why Lillard's defenders have sleepless nights.
Here's Barton, following the score by Damian Lillard. And here's Barton. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Now here's Powell. Back to Lillard. From deep. And it's Denver with the rebound.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Right side, Gordon. And it's sent back by Lillard. Here's Powell. And some very quick points for him on that possession. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Now, here's Lillard.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
The drive by Gordon. Here's Murray, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Covington with the bucket.
All-out effort all the time. Covington was undrafted, and he's worked his way into NBA minutes.
Now here's Murray. He has 7. Here's Jokic. That shot missing. Great D that time from Nurkic.
Oh, wow! He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Lillard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Gordon, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the
mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the floor for Portland, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Collins, and it's Simons in at the point guard position.
Terrific instincts defensively as Zach Collins able to reach over and get that one.
Here's Dozier. He's guarded by McCollum. Down low. Pocket 2. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Trailblazers trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Count it. Good. McCollum's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Portland.
Well, McCollum has shown the ability to get inside and also finished. It's just how shifty he is.
Morris looking over the floor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Denver shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. 9-point game. Kicks it to McCollum. Stolen by McGee. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Dozier. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, C.J. McCollum could teach a class on how to get in one opportunities.
Portland shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Morris outside. The dish to Rivers. And there's the pass to Dozier. 6 to shoot. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. He kicks it to Collins. McCollum against Rivers. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the... And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Millsap's against Anthony. Millsap misses.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it's McCollum off the drive. And he banks in the layup. McCollum's got 7.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Morris with the ball. McGee trying to break free. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Simons the pass to Cannon. 59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And here's McCollum for 3. But they'll get another chance. Collins kicks to McCollum. Back to Collins. The tray. The putback. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Pass to McCollum. Lobs it up for Anthony. Millsap with the steal. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
The Nuggets have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Monte Morris at the line for 2.
And that one misses, so Portland ends up going with the new group. And he's good on the second. Trailblazers trail by 7. Now Lillard. Here's Covington. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Denver bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Denver had no problems getting going. At one point, they had a 9-point lead. And
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at point guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Jones. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and yeah. Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Lillard outside. And he makes that one.
I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
Passes it to Jokic. Dishes to Porter. Back to Jokic. Jacks up a 3. And no good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Powell, no one around him, buries the long-range jumper. Powell's got 5 now.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Barton dishes to Murray. Lays it up and banks it in. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, there's a little bit of Murray's handle on display. The D looked totally confused as to what to do there.
Lillard from outside. Here's Nurkic. In the corner, Powell with it. Lillard surveying the D. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Martin passes to Jokic. He dishes it to Porter. Denver passing it around. Jokic inside. Working on Nurkic. Here's Murray, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Well, I not only like the attack, but I love the angle of attack from Jamal Murray that time.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Murray against Lillard. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, a big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The feed to Cantor. Here's Anthony. Nails it from the high post.
A quick fire on that shot. Melo with the catch-and-shoot jumper. No defense for that play.
Morris passes to McGee. 1:09 left to play in the third. Here's Morris. The offensive rebound. And McGee kicks to Dozier. Misses the 3. Trailblazers trail by 5. McCollum with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Pass to Millsap. Back to Morris. A 3-ball. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Simons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Portland shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. First free throw is good. Good on both. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here is Morris. He has 5. Got it. Good job in the low post. Morris has got 7 points. McCollum against Morris. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Can't tie it up as that one misses. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Nuggets lead by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Portland, they've got McCollum. Collins is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Simons in at point.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Collins.
Collins running the floor, and coaches love to see a big who can get out and keep up with the ball.
Here is McGee. Morris into the lane, and he makes good on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Cantor finds McCollum. Back to Cantor. Portland moving the ball around. And it's Simons missing.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
Morris outside. With a floater, and the shot goes in.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Trailblazers keep it alive. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Cantor's got his first points of the game.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders. Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
Dozier kicks to Rivers. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Zach Collins. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Here's McCollum. Barton with some nice D. The Nuggets leading by 3. To the middle. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Portland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
McCollum outside. Shoots over Barton. 6 on the shot clock. Nurkic can't hit. Nuggets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
The pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Simons, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum.
Boy, they needed that one, and Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paying off there.
Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
That's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
Murray surveying the D. And it's Murray with the jam.
Jamal Murray wants it, and he got it.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 5. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. It's good.
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
The pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Good.
Yeah, this game is not over when Jamal Murray is still able to play.
Lillard outside. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Murray the pass to Porter. Back to Gordon. can't cash in from close range. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Here's Hollis Jefferson. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, the defense having a hard time keying on Lillard right now because he's trying to make some plays, so keeping them honest.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Norman Powell's checked in for Portland. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
And here's Covington from the arc. The shot misses. So the Nuggets win it. Probably a little close. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. And the Blazers couldn't have looked any sharper as they came through the top. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point. And for the Trailblazers, Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Covington in at the 4. Morris kicks to Beverly. Misses off the right eye.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now, here is Ibaka. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position. The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
Back to Lillard. It's hauled in by Beverly.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
And the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Jones. Passes to Powell. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And here's Beverly. George finds Ibaka. George up top. Guarded by Powell. Back to Ibaka. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Portland with the rebound. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Powell, no one around him. From outside, off the mark. Right side, Leonard. George passes to Leonard. It's stolen by Jones. George against Powell. Kicks it out to Jones. Outside Covington. Clock at 6. Three-pointer, Lillard sinks the three-pointer.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Beverly dishes to Leonard. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And here's Lillard, who brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers, trailing by 4. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Six on the shot clock. And good that time.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And, boy, he can strike at any time.
Leonard looking over the floor. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Now here's Powell. Lillard finds Powell. Back to Lillard. 18 feet out. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Leonard on the wing, defended by Jones, and George gets it to go.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Pass to Powell. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's sent back by George. And he's able to get it back. And that one's good, Lillard.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
George passes to Leonard.
Oh, yes. I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Ennis Cantor is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Collins. And it's Simons in at the one spot. They're the group the Portland Trail Blazers will start the second quarter with. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Simons, the pass to McCollum. The three. That one misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Kennard with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. On the wing, Jackson. Zubats the pass to Batum. Now Kennard. Stolen by Collins. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance.
A natural score. Give McCollum any room to get his shot off, and he's going to let it fly.
Now the pass to Kennard. Zubats with it. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Shot's good by Kennard.
A knockdown shooter with excellent range. Kennard gives your offense the floor spacing it needs.
Inside, here's McCollum. Over Kennard. McCollum no good. Clippers leading by 8. Teardrop shot. Cousins, no one around him. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Jackson passes to Cousins. Throws it up high, and the dunk by Zubac.
That's how you run pick and roll. Kennard's a smart player who's gotten better at creating for others.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. To the left wing. Here's Simons. And it's off from three-point range. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Zubac the pass to Cousins. Makes it off the glass. And now it's a 10-point Clipper lead. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Offline with his 3.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Batum against Collins. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Hits it from three-point range. Kennard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. McCollum outside. 1:19 left in the first half. Portland again missing.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Kennard fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
The Clippers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Sharpshooter Kennard is valuable. A guy who stretches the floor and works very hard.
McCollum outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles leads cut to just 11 points in the basket from Anthony. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Back to Lillard. Paul George with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. There's the dish to Morris. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Can't hit that one. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. A putback, and Covington stays with it. Covington's got it back down to single digits for Portland.
So smart in these situations. Love how Covington often picks the correct route to run.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Morris He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had... That's all for now.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Passes it to Ibaka. Dishes it to Leonard. He kicks to Beverley. Puts up a 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
That's a 2 from Lillard. It's rebounded by Leonard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And that one's good. Beverley.
Explosive first step off the bounce. Beverley has the speed to do this.
Lillard with it. He's got 9. Now Nurkic, and Lillard throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. George looking over the floor. Morris dishes to George. Back to Morris. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Jones, no luck. Los Angeles leading by 10. Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. Shoots over Nurkic, and it's Portland with the rebound.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And Jones slams it home.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Nurkic. Morris dishes to Leonard. And Ibaka kicks to George. 4 on the shot clock. The 3 gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 7 points.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot 2s. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or 3s. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Outside Leonard. He dishes it to Morris. Covington with the steal. One-on-one here. Powell's got room. And that one hits back iron. Clippers leading by 11. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Cousins comes in for Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. 18 feet out. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from McCollum.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Floats it up for Cousins. Back to Zubac. This is his first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Zubac. And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in, so he gets them both. The Trailblazers have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Now, here's Cantor. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's McCollum with the drive, and the layup's good off the glass.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. And Cantor over to help. Kennard finds Zubac. Jackson has the open look. Drains the three-pointer.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
McCollum right side. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter, Anthony out there with Collins. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the one. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
There's Jackson with the three. Knocks down the three ball. And the Clippers lead by 14.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
McCollum dishes to Kanter. Back to McCollum. Pulls up. Drops one in from the wing. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Kennard on the wing. Pass to Zubac. Outside Jackson. Kicks it to Cousins. 5 to shoot. Jackson passes to Cousins. And the baseline jumper, no good.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
There's Jackson with the three. The Clippers keep it alive. Zubac, the pass to Batum. Stolen by Kanter. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around.
Kennard for three. Here's Zubac. Second chance effort. That one doesn't go. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Collins. McCollum outside. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Now here's Jackson. Not a lot of room. Pass to Kennard. Fires from deep. Good D by McCollum.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Lillard way outside. From beyond the arc and then some.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
1:52 left to play in the final quarter. Outside, George. The pass to Leonard. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 17 points for Leonard.
You have to give it up for Kawhi right now. He is wearing out the defense.
Beverly against Lillard. For three. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now. They got to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
Leonard against Covington. Feeds it to Ibaka. Nurkic with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Covington passes to Hollis Jefferson. It's George on the wing. Nobody near Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Feeling that one all the way. Leonard lethal in the catch and shoot game.
And it's Lillard missing. Beverly wide open. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done. And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Outside for George. And the three off target. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
That's his second personal.
In the corner, George with it. That three off the mark. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by 11. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about executing the next play.
Great communication on the alley-oop.
And that lob came from a mile away, and it was right on the money.
Talk about a long-distance connection. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.